So there is 29-year-old Juan Carlos Urangos Jhan of Colombia. His opponent is 38-year-old Sibonelo NDZIMANDZE of Eswatini.
Round one.
So we're in the 71-kilogram light middleweight division, and this a contest between boxers from IBN Colombia and Eswatini. The man wearing red is 29-year-old Juan Carlos Urangos Jhan, part of a three-strong IBN Colombia boxing team. Brings a professional record to the ring of 14 fights, 10 wins, 8 of them coming inside the distance, along with 2 defeats and 2 draws. Made his debut back in April of 2019, and his last contest was in June of this year. Man wearing blue is 38-year-old Sibonelo NDZIMANDZE. NDZIMANDZE participated in the last edition of the World Championships in Tashkent. Both of these men have shared the ring with some of the very best operators in the world. Nice left jab pushed out, and then dropping it down to the body by NDZIMANDZE. Two men just shaping up on the edge of range, looking for a big overhand right, but not anywhere close to within range to launch it. Here's Urangos. Solid left jab pushed off the back foot from Urangos, keeping his composure, just bobbing and weaving on the edge of range. Is NDZIMANDZE. So Urangos reminded that he's to punch with the knuckle part of the glove and not slap with the inside of the glove. NDZIMANDZE playing with that mouthpiece, continually pushing it out, and that can present something of an alluring target for an opponent. He's creeping his way across the canvas, NDZIMANDZE, in search of establishing his own range. Neither man has done so with any consistency yet. There's a good right hand to the body from NDZIMANDZE. Burst of bent-arm punches in response from Urangos. So Urangos looking to put combinations together. Dropping the right hand down to the body after the jab upstairs. Urangos is launching that right hand from well out of distance, as was NDZIMANDZE. It's a busy lead left hand from Urangos. Up on his toes, keeping the movement going. So NDZIMANDZE's got to be careful he doesn't follow his man around the ring here. That launching left hook was launched. That leaping left hook was launched. NDZIMANDZE was on the front foot, looking to pick off the man as he came back down to earth. So burst of punches to the body on the bell from Juan Carlos Urangos Jhan. Round where there was plenty of motion. Comparatively few point-scoring punches, but I think the ones that did land on a more consistent basis, such as that combination there, built principally off the darting left hand of Urangos, and one suspects that he will have done enough to have taken the opening round. And he's taken it unanimously, 10-9 for all 5 scoring judges.
Seconds out. Round 2.
So just some adjustments required to the short of Jhan Carlos Urbanes Urango. I said that these men have both shared the ring with some of the very best in the world. First came across Urbanes back in 2018 when he fought in World Series boxing. Remember that tournament? The best, nice right hand over the top from NDZIMANDZE, but the best IBA 3-round boxers in the world going at it over 5 rounds in a team concept. Hard right hand slung into the body, followed by another slapping right hand landed upstairs by Urbanes. But in World Series boxing, he faced off against Roniel Iglesias and Gabe Maestre. Nice right cross landed by NDZIMANDZE. As for NDZIMANDZE, well, way back as a younger boxer in 2013, he faced off against Carlos Adames in a multi-nations tournament in Almaty in Kazakhstan. Carlos Adames now the WBC middleweight champion of the world. But the 3-round format, very much the foundation of every avenue of success, irrespective of whether you make it through to the pinnacle of the IBA World Championships or the Olympic Games. Every boxer has to walk through the door of a club, and they'll first be introduced to the sport through the 3-round format. Oh, for the second time in this round, once at the start of the round, the belt line of the man in red has to be made visible. So switch southpaw on the resumption has Urbanes. You mentioned the idiosyncratic tick of playing with that mouthpiece, pushing it out, and the referee just reminding Urbanes that the gum shield is to remain in the mouth. Busy off the ropes, bobbing and weaving, just throwing out punches in bunches, targeting the body with a good right hook, countered by a lead left from Urbanes, but it was a good right hand downstairs landed by NDZIMANDZE. Well, he's cutting a really dynamic figure up in the boxing ring, is Urbanes against NDZIMANDZE. NDZIMANDZE also had a professional career, but he hasn't fought for 2 years after making his debut in December of 2016. So he too has amassed heaps of experience. And here his second consecutive appearance in IBA World Championships. But he's finding it very difficult to catch up to Urbanes, because he has done an outstanding job keeping the movement going. That left hook wasn't too far away from the man in blue. Rather telegraphed that one as he's bearing that gum shield once again. But Urbanes keeping himself out of harm's way, and he's pot-shotted effectively as he scores with another right hand over the top. NDZIMANDZE looking for straight shots down the middle, but I think the man who got the better of the round for the second consecutive round is the man in the red corner. Some of the action from round number 2. Urbanes just keeping his cool despite being in the corner and able to dance his way out to the space of ring center. Always letting that left hand go when he's anything resembling punching range. And more often than not, he's finding a home for it. And even if it doesn't, it's a range finder, it's an irritant, it's a nuisance. He's used it very well indeed. And that is why he's taken the second round. The first one was unanimous. The second round on a 4-1 split. So he leads 20 points to 18 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges.
Seconds out. Your third and final round.
So as we move into the third and final round of this men's 71 kilogram light middleweight contest in a round. Oh, that's a solid right hand. It's in the round of 32, and that is the type of power that the man in blue is going to have to unload here. Sibonelo NDZIMANDZE has conceded the first two rounds, the first one unanimously, the second on a 4-1 split. So he's trailing by 20 points to 18 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges here. And of course, if he can find the punch, find the combination to get his man out of there inside the distance, well, he can progress through to the next round. He's going in search of the lead left hook, just holding his feet while standing square on the ropes. Here's UBARNES. Up on his toes once again. Can NDZIMANDZE get closer and seek to pin him against the ropes? He's perhaps going to have to launch more than one phase of attack, because I suspect that these punches aren't bothering NDZIMANDZE at all, but the man in red will not stop moving, and he's just letting clusters of punches go that are keeping NDZIMANDZE occupied and piling up the points. Now he's looking to unload heavier shots with him pinned near the neutral corner, and this is where NDZIMANDZE wants his man to be. But again, UBARNES keeping his cool and just able to ghost away to his left. There's a good right hand down to the body, but now moving counterclockwise to his right is UBARNES. Right cross just disrupts the boxing stance of UBARNES a little bit, and another overhand right comes bombing over from NDZIMANDZE. Contrast in styles couldn't be greater. The rather purposeful forward march in comparatively leaden-footed fashion of NDZIMANDZE against the twinkle-toed movements of UBARNES, but now he's got him standing still and where he wants him so he can get to work to both body and head. UBARNES spoken to about his punches straying into rabbit punch territory around the back of NDZIMANDZE's head, and there's another right cross from NDZIMANDZE. He's used his that shot really well in this round, and look at him cocking it, locked and loaded as he's creeping his way across the canvas. But he's impeded his own progress there because the idiosyncrasy that he's been spoken to about already, he's continuing to do it. Of course, it can be very difficult to break a habit, but just when he was on the front foot, having landed a right cross, the referee intervened to remind him to keep that gum shield in his mouth. He senses that he's got UBARNES going here now. He's remaining on his toes, trying to maintain the gap, and the vocal support of UBARNES here at the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Center telling him how long is left in the round. There's the 10-second clapper, so each boxer knows that the bell is imminent. It's been a good response in the third and final round, but in this contest of contrasting boxers, it is the fleet-footed mover from IBN Colombia, Jhan Carlos UBARNES Urango, who will be going through to the round of 16. A very good display indeed. Set his stall out early, really active with the left hand, wasn't looking to put power onto his punches, but rather pot shots and pile up points. Took the first round unanimously, the second on a 4-1 split. And in the third and final round, NDZIMANDZE really did give it a go. Had right hand successes, but he wasn't able to inconvenience the man enough to overturn the deficit. And it will be UBARNES who will be going through to the round of 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, on ring B, your winner by unanimous decision, in the red corner representing IBN Colombia, Juan Carlos UBARNES Urango.
So Jhan Carlos UBARNES Urango goes through to the round of 16 after a very good display of sticking and moving, and there he will meet the tournament number 5 seed, Sergei Koldnikov of Russia. Well, it was the right hand that NDZIMANDZE was looking to bring into play in the third and final round, but he wasn't able to land it with enough consistency or indeed enough power and timing to take his man out of there. Very good display indeed